Hey friends, welcome back to this video. So in this video, I want to do something different for you guys. I want to share 4 easy, delicious pasta recipes with you guys. Something that is kids approved, very fancy for hosting. So if you guys want to try it out, they are very go-to recipes that we make often in this house. So I wanted to try something different for you guys and share something fun with you guys. So guys, check them out. Let me know how you guys like them. So let's get to it. All right, so for my first pasta meal, I'm gonna make shrimp Alfredo. And this is inspired by Natasha's Kitchen, the shrimp Alfredo. So we're gonna have some shrimp, some heavy whipping cream, garlic. This is already garlic inside with olive oil. Some Chardonnay wine and some pasta. I like to use the jumbo one just so it'll be easier for my little ones to put in their mouth. So here I have a little over a pound of shrimp, and my family loves shrimp, so that's why I do a little bit more. And I'll just season it with some salt. This is some lemon pepper seasoning. You can honestly put whatever you like. This is just what I wanted to do today. So now I brought it over to my stove top. I'm gonna put some olive oil here. And while that is heating up, I'm gonna cook my pasta, and I already have water heating up in here. So make sure that they're all in one layer. That way they all cook evenly and have that nice golden looking color. And just cook your pasta by the instructions. Add some salt, some olive oil, and just cook it up. So to the same skillet, add some olive oil. And I'm gonna add a half a stick of butter. Just have this melt. Now I'll add the onion, and I have a 1 medium large onion in here. So when it's golden brown like this, add some garlic, and I'll do like at least 2 cloves of garlic. This is so helpful to have, guys. This is just crushed garlic with olive oil, and I store it in the fridge. So just put that in. And then I'll add half a cup of the wine, since I have 1 pound of the noodles. So just cook this up, and with cooking the wine, the alcohol does go away. So all you have left is just the flavor of the wine. So for those that don't cook with wine because they're worried about the alcohol, don't worry, it does go away. So you don't have it. You just have the nice flavor. And I'd cook this for like 4 minutes probably, so it evaporates. So after 4 minutes, this is what it will look like. And since I did say I have a pound of the pasta, I will do 3 cups of the heavy whipping cream. And I just kind of eyeball it. It's okay if it's a little more, a little less. Just mix it up, heat it up. And don't forget to add salt and pepper to taste, to your preference. Make sure you taste it. So my pasta's cooked, and you can either add this into here in the shrimp, but what I do, I just put everything in here. That way it's easier to store it later in the fridge. So I would add the shrimp and the Alfredo sauce. And don't forget to add your Parmesan. And just mix it all in. All right, and there you have it. So for garnish, I would add some parsley, because you gotta make it look fancy. It's whatever I had left. And there you have it, Alfredo with shrimp. All right, so this next pasta recipe I actually learned from my church when I was helping out over there. So you're gonna have some chicken. I have 2 chicken breasts in here, and you can honestly use chicken thighs. That's actually what I usually use. Large onion here, and I have 2 carrots here grated. And this is 12 ounces of pasta, and I'm just using bow ties, you know, because it looks cute. And some heavy whipping cream, and you will measure with your heart. All right, so first we are gonna cook the pasta to what the package says. Make sure you salt that as well. And I like to add some avocado oil so it doesn't stick. All right, so to our skillet, we're gonna add some avocado oil or whatever you got. And then we're gonna saute our onion. And then we'll have this cook a tad before I add the carrots in. Sorry guys, got carried away texting. Anyway, we would add the carrots and saute that as well. And at the same time, I would just add the chicken. And I would season this as well with some salt, pepper, whatever you guys want. I have some paprika here, some garlic powder, and the pepper. And just cook this up all together. Fry it up a little bit until it's golden brown. All right, and when the chicken is cooked, you'll just pour in the heavy whipping cream. And I'm gonna do probably around like 3 cups, but you know, you can just measure with your heart, however much you want cream in there. And don't forget to add salt. Just mix that around. And now we just add this to the pasta. All that goodness. And just mix it in really well. And for those that are Slavic on here, this actually has a very Slavic taste. It tastes so good. Your kids will definitely approve, even if you're not Slavic. So guys, give this a try. This is a really good pasta dish. All of these pasta dishes are actually really good. All our favorite. And some parsley for garnish. And there you have it. Enjoy. All right, ladies, so for the next pasta recipe, I have Marry Me chicken, and this is done with sun-dried tomatoes. So what I have here is a jar of sun-dried tomatoes, 8.5 ounces. And then I have 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. I have 1 cup of hot water that I want to put 1 teaspoon of the Better Than Bouillon chicken base into here. And then I have basil. I have 1 pound of angel hair, and then I have garlic. We're gonna use like 3-4 cloves of garlic, you know, or just measure with your heart. Some Parmesan, and I have 1 onion in here, and then I have 1.5 pounds of chicken in here. So first I'm gonna start off with my 1 cup of hot water and my bouillon with 1 teaspoon. Just eyeball it. It doesn't really matter. That way it can go ahead and melt. Or you can use 1 cup of chicken broth or chicken stock, whatever you have. Just have it sit there, and that way it melts. So now I'm gonna season my chicken tenders, and I'll just use what I have on hand. It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball all this. Some garlic powder, some salt, and some paprika. You can use whatever you guys like. All right, now we take this to the hot skillet and fry it up. So my skillet is preheating, and I'm gonna go ahead and lay everything out. So while my chicken is cooking, I got my water boiling, and I'm gonna add my pretty pasta in here. And I do like to break my angel hair in half. And don't forget to add some olive oil and season it with the salt. And just cook it to the instructions on the box. And when the chicken's done cooking, just place it on a paper. That way it's not too oily. Now we'll fry up the rest. I drained my angel hair and I'm gonna add some butter in here. Just mix that in. So I drained some of that oil and now I'm gonna add some butter in here as well. And to here, I will add my onion. So when my onion is done sauteing, I'm gonna add the whole jar of my sun-dried tomatoes and just mix the whole thing in as well. And this is gonna give it such good flavor. I don't know if you ever cooked with sun-dried tomatoes. I personally haven't, but when my sisters shared this recipe with me, I was like, wow, this is actually really, really good. So definitely guys, give this recipe a try. And I would say cook this for like 2 minutes. That way the flavors can really come out and it'll be good. All right, so I have my fresh garlic in here that I pressed, and I'm gonna put in 3-4 cloves of garlic. You know, just measure with your heart. That could be a little bit more, which is always good too. Just mix that in. Now to here, I'm gonna add my bouillon in here with all that leftover, and as well as my heavy whipping cream. All right, and just mix this all in. And make sure you put some salt and pepper to taste. Now I'm gonna add some of the basil. Mix that in. And now guys, I will add the chicken. And the Marry Me chicken is done, and just garnish it with some basil and it is ready to serve. Look how good this looks. And there you have it, Marry Me chicken. So what I actually did, since I have little kids, I actually broke up all the chicken. So this is also an option. And look how good this looks. All right, guys, so this next recipe is creamy chicken and shrimp scampi. So we're gonna start with some Chardonnay wine here. We have garlic. Well, I'll tell you guys. We have half a cup in here. We're gonna use garlic, you know, just measure it with your heart. Some basil, better than bouillon, chicken base. And then we have diced tomatoes, the petite size. We have 1 onion in here, some noodles to whatever kind you like, some butter, some shrimp that we're gonna do. And you can, you know, make your own chicken. I just had grilled chicken already on hand. And then this is 2.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start. So first thing I'll do, I have some hot water here, half a cup, and I will put in a little bit less than a teaspoon of the bouillon. So it can go ahead and melt while I start. And I do have water coming up to boil to cook the pasta already. My water is ready. I'll cook the noodles. Make sure you put salt and some olive oil. And then just cook it to the packaging. So to my large pan, I'm gonna add some avocado oil. While that is heating up, I'm gonna season my shrimp right here. And you guys could season it with whatever you guys have. I'm gonna do some onion powder, some paprika. It really doesn't matter what you season it with, to whatever you guys want. Some garlic, powder and then some salt. All right, and just mix this up. And since my pan is pretty large, I'll just cook all the shrimp. And my family likes a lot of shrimp. That's why I have more shrimp than chicken. But you know, you guys could do what your heart desires. I'll just cook this all together. Try to have them all be in one layer possible. That way they can get a nice color. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out in just a few seconds. I don't want it to be overcooked. So to the same pan, I'll add some butter and now some onion and saute that. My butter is still somewhat melting here. And just cook this until it's golden. Okay, my pasta's down. Look how cute these are. I'm gonna drain it now. And to my cooked pasta, I'm gonna also add a lot of butter. That way it has good flavor as well. If anyone wants to eat it by itself or whatever. Mix that in. But yeah, pretty much when you would cook the shrimp, you would cook chicken separately as well. And then the onion and back to this. So my onion is done and I'm gonna add my wine in here. And I'm gonna have that cook for a bit so the alcohol evaporates. That way we just have the flavor. And I'll just cook it in high for like a few minutes. All right, so to this I'm gonna add my garlic in here and my chicken broth. Well, the bouillon. Just mix that up. I might even add a bit more garlic. I love a lot of garlic. You know what? Let's do it. And that's pretty much it. And then to this I'm gonna add my heavy whipping cream. And I'm gonna add my diced tomatoes. These are the petite size. I'm gonna add 2 cans I have in here actually. And just mix that in. And don't forget to add salt, pepper to taste. I added the salt and pepper and I'm just gonna mix it in. Just cook it a tad bit. And to this I'll add my chicken, my grilled chicken that I have. And then I'd add my shrimp. And now just add basil, and look how beautiful this looks. This is such a good recipe, guys. It's very similar to my other one that I posted with the sun-dried tomatoes, but this is with, as you could say, fresh tomatoes. And you can actually use fresh tomatoes in here, but I'm just using the canned because I like a lot. And right now our tomatoes are not in season anyway, so it's not like it matters probably. But yeah, and this will be good over pasta or mashed potatoes, maybe even rice or whatever. Here's the pasta. Just put this all over. There you have it. Just drizzle some more basil. And there you go. So friends, I hope you guys enjoyed these 4 easy pasta recipes. Let me know if you guys want to see something more like this. So guys, have a great day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Stay tuned for our other vlogs.